I want to start by saying thank you for clicking on this video and welcome to my channel. I'm a Latina American. I live in New York City, and I want to let you know why I made the decision to move to Africa. One of the many reasons why I chose to move to Africa was our new reality, the new situation on what's going around and what's going on in the world, but worst of all in America. So my greatest push was that so my children didn't have to live in this new so-called reality. You understand what I'm trying to say? There are many things that I cannot speak on, but those of you who know and have children know that the same way you was raised and the same life you had is far from the life that they will have. I also want to address why I chose the Gambia. So that's what I will be doing in this video. I'll be letting you know, giving you the reason, and letting you know that there's somebody else that relates to the reason why you yourself want to pick up and take your children and the people that you hold dearest to your heart out of this country. So like I said, the new reality was my first push. It was what literally just put me on that plane. And then over the years, what led up to that time was the modern day slavery, the police corruption, the increase in violence on Black and brown people. And then not long before the new reality, George Floyd happened, and that was an awakening. Another thing was the continuation of, stripping children of their innocence and their culture. We were raised with our parents and grandparents, and we knew where we came from. Yeah, we were in America, and we got all the access to things that people back in our country were unable to get, but we still knew where we came from, and we were proud to be who we were. And we spoke Spanish, and we danced, and we made traditional dishes and dressed the way we wanted to dress and had our own beliefs. And all of that is being stripped away from our children. There is a uniform belief system, and you have to adapt to it, because if you don't, you have hatred in your heart. So those were the main reasons for me leaving. Why Africa? Some of you are going to ask, why Africa out of all the countries, all the continents? Why Africa? Why? Because genetically, that's who I feel in tune with. That's where my children are from. DNA wise, they're the original people, and I know that culturally I'm Hispanic, so I know the salsa and the merengue and the bachata, all that stems from African culture. I know that the dishes that we make started in Africa. Everything started in Africa. So I knew that I was going to have that connection, but the purest connection. If I went to a Latin country, everything is watered down. Little by little, everything is being watered down. I wanted the purest connection. I wanted my children to know how to cook with charcoal, cook with wood, know how to garden, know how to make a brick to build your own house. That's what children in Africa are doing. They know how to hustle and do what they have to do to survive. In the States, we don't know how to survive. We know how to live off of what they gave us to live. They turn the lights out. Many of us are going to go crazy. They shut the water off. It's going to be even worse. We don't know what to do. And I wanted my children to know what to do when those things happen and to be calm when those things happen. Not to go crazy. Oh my God, there's no water. Oh my God, there's no light. You go to Africa, oh, they shut the water off. Oh, okay, we're going to go fetch some water and this is what we're going to do. Life doesn't stop. The dishes get done. The laundry gets done without running water. Cleaning your body, it still happens without running water. You know, it's the simplicity that makes life beautiful. We complicate life. So I wanted my children to know what life really was. The simplicity, the real meaning of life, love. You know, to thrive in this world that was created by the higher power, not with things that man created. So, with that said, I also want to let you know why I chose the Gambia. I did a lot of research for about 6 months before I really made my decision that it was going to be the Gambia. I could have went to Tanzania. I could have went to Ghana, Uganda, Rwanda. There was plenty of places. Sierra Leone. I could have went to Senegal. I chose the Gambia because of the opportunity. I saw that you could achieve what was purposefully impossible in the States. I saw that it was easy to get a storefront business. Now, you know, it's very hard to get a storefront business if you don't have the proper tax papers, and you know, it's just money, money, money. In the Gambia, you pay the rent, you sell your product, and you know, and everybody's happy. One of the other things was fertile land and a home. You know, a home that I can have coconut trees, mango trees, banana trees, everything that we would need to survive. A piece of land where my children could go outside whenever they want, play, experience nature, you know, live life, because that's what life is, to be able to be free. You know, to have the experience of designing and building your own home. And above all, the great percentage of peaceful people in the Gambia. Because anywhere in this world, there are going to be good people and bad people. But when I Googled the Gambia, when I watched videos, all I heard was that people were peaceful, that a large percentage of the people were Muslim, that the people who went there had a great time, that it's called the Smiling Coast of Africa for a reason. So I also made a decision based off of, you know, not seeing so much of a scene on them trying to be like the States. You know, like, yes, there's a small percentage of people that want to, they see it on TV and that's what they want. But because I wanted life to be simple, I've seen people just living life for what it was. On the videos, I mean. Like, for me to see people still making their own clothes, still cooking with wood, and still living life and being able to smile, that's what meant the most to me, because that's something that I've never experienced. And before I go, I want to be able to experience that. And I want my children to experience that. So they can appreciate when they have more. They have a little more than the next person. I want them to be able to appreciate that and share. For people who deserve it, share. And that's another reason we see potential in being able to help. Here in the States, we can't help. with what we have, it's survival mode. Over there, you buy a fish, you buy 2 fish, you cook it, and you see somebody that's hungry. You're like, here's some fish. Here's a cup of rice. Here's some sugar. As a matter of fact, let's go get some food and let's cook it together. Not here. Here you in survival mode because you got to pay the light. You got to pay the gas. You got to pay to heat your house up. Everything is pay. Yes, over there you got to pay for the light too, and you got to pay for the water, but it's not nearly as expensive as it is here. And you're learning how to live without the light. You're learning how to live without the gas. So you're still surviving. Here you are not surviving. You are not surviving. You're just a consumer. If you want to live half decent, you better make sure you pay the light, pay the cable, pay this. It's just overwhelming. And this is the reason why a lot of people want to go. They want to dig deep and see how life should be. The real meaning of happiness in life. So this is just an introduction video on why I chose Gambia and why I chose to leave to Africa. And I will be following up with many more videos so that you could relate to me. Maybe I can give you some insight, make you feel comfortable with your decision. And I'm hoping to have, a lot of feedback on what your questions are. Are you a Latina American married to an African American? And he brought up to you, maybe we should move to Africa. And you said, what? How we gonna move to Africa? Don't you see the color of my skin? They gonna hate me over there. That's a lie. They gonna love you over there. And wherever you go in this country, people looking at you weird. Wherever you go on this earth, people gonna look at you weird. Not because you're weird, but because they're curious. So you're going to go to Africa as a Latina American or Latino American, because it could be your wife who's African American saying, we should move. And you're going to say, because I have fair skin, and not all Latino Americans have fair skin. But don't let your fair skin stop you. They're going to love you, because if it comes from the heart and you're pure and you see them as your brother and your sister, they see right through that. Now, if you think you're better than them because your skin is fair, of course, they're going to see through that too. And that's why you're going to get treated as so. But when you get there and you have your arms wide open, you say, yeah, I am Latino American. And I know my roots. I know where it started. We use the African drums in our music. We eat Benachin. It might not be called Benachin, but it's the same ingredients. The same ingredients. So, don't let that hold you back. Don't let that. These are your true roots. True roots. They're going to love you. And you're going to love them. And it's going to be harmonious. If everybody else could do it, and they could go there and they don't feel bad walking around with their fair skin, why should you? Feel proud. And if somebody's looking at you weird, you say, hi, how are you? My name is so-and-so. And just let them know how you could relate to them. They so used to people coming there thinking they better. Let them know that you didn't come there thinking you better. And that's all I have to say for today. I will be back. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You know, that gives me motivation just to get back on and do another video. So I'll let you guys go, and I pray that I have given you a little bit motivation into your decision. Till next time.